Yo, what's going on, guys? Here, this is XBuzzerman, and today I got for you a Call of Duty gameplay for desktop side chats. And before I talk about anything else, I'm gonna hit up that intro. Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that intro. I really didn't put too much effort into it, but I hope it looks pretty good. So what we're going to be talking about today is partnership programs, what they are, what they're about, when do you want to get them, and several things like that. We'll go on to start off with what are partnership programs. A partnership program is where they pay you to put your videos and to put ads on your videos. Now you might see this thing on YouTube called monetization. That's basically what it is, but except for with another company. If you're doing any kind of gaming, do not monetize your videos, because they will actually copyright that, and you can actually get in a lot of trouble and get your account shut down, and you don't want to get your account shut down. So that's why people go through networks such as Machinima, TGN, Yoush, IGN, all these partnership programs, because they actually take out the copyright and make it a lot better for you to or a lot easier for you to actually post your video gameplay, any kind of thing you're talking about, and that's what a partnership program is. Now we're going to talk about the types of partnership programs. There are quite a few types. I think there's like 4 or 5 partners types of offers you can get. The first one, which is the most basic, is where they pay you a set amount of money for every amount of views you get. So say for every 1,000 views you get $5. It's pretty simple, nothing too bad about it. Yeah, that's basically the starting one. The next one is pay to click. They'll pay you, now you know, like the ads they run through, anything such as, you know, you'll see like Colgate toothpaste or something like that, and you can click on it and it'll put you to their website. Now for the pay to click, for every time you someone clicks on that, they'll pay you some money, and usually it's a little bit more than, say, a pay to view type base, but not as many people are probably going to click on it. Some people even use ad block, and that can really hurt some people out. So it's kind of a dying topic, dying kind of pay, but some people still like to do it. I know Wings of Redemption likes that kind of partnership. But the second thing we're going to talk about is the last and final one is basically a fluctuating pay. So for about how many views, if you're doing more successful, they'll pay you more money. But if you're doing less successful, they'll pay you less money. So someone like Smosh, they kind of do that. They use YouTube's type, and they'll pay you more money for that. And it can be good if you have a bigger subscriber count or you're constantly growing, but you never know when you're going to be constantly growing. So overall, the best one I think is for stability is the first one, the pay flat rate. It's pretty flat out. Most people do that, and you'll probably end up liking that more than anything. Alright, so the next thing we're going to talk about is how do you get one and when do you want to get one. Now, partnerships are a very tricky thing when you want to get one. I'd say you would want to get one whenever they actually start offering you partnerships, when you're not going out and applying for them. So that's usually around 5,000 to 6,000 subscribers, or when people start being interested in your content and wanting to see it actually. You're actually getting a viewer base. You're not struggling to get over 100 views per video. My theory is, if you have to apply, you're not going to get the best offer. People are going to be offering, if people are offering you, they're willing to give you more money. So I know it's really not the thing you want to be thinking about when you start up your YouTube channel, but it's on the back of everyone's mind. It's like, you know, I can actually get a little bit of money out of this, but, you know, I don't want to do it for that main reason. And I'm telling you guys, if you are doing it for that main reason, you're probably not going to get it. You probably stop at 500 subscribers because you think and try to get that partnership, and you're probably going to get one, but it's not going to be the greatest offer you can get. Now, types of companies you want to go with, I would suggest personally going with a smaller company, because if you start growing, they're going to start paying you a lot more for promoting their channel and things like that, and you'll get a lot more opportunities out of it. Now then again, you can get someone like Machinima or IGN, but I wouldn't recommend going to them, as they have so many guys out there that they've partnered that you're just going to be another guy to them. I personally, I'm thinking about a smaller type partnership program to where I can be kind of like the big guy on campus and be everyone look up to me, and maybe eventually be able to ride that partnership program to where it becomes big, but I can also be a determining factor in it. So if you can be kind of like the boss of a partnership program, you know, like one of these smaller ones. What I'm thinking is like TGN. I know you're probably thinking they're not that small, but they're not that big either. And I think maybe if I start growing, I can become a forerunner in their partnership programs. The next thing is, when do you want to actually start considering it? You're not going to be going in making a living off this thing. Very few people do. I think you basically have to reach 500,000 subscribers in order to start actually fully living off it. I know probably like 100,000 is where you can start making like a general living, you know, like an apartment living, but other than that, like a really successful living is starting like around 5,000 to 1 million. Anything above 1 million, you're doing pretty well. I think they said like someone who's getting 1 million subscribers is making close to 200 to making 6 figures. Let's just say, it's a pretty nice thing that YouTube has, and I think a lot of people, it's become corrupt because of money, but yet there are still the guys out there who are willing to post not trying to get money. As you can see, I have 600 close to 550 subscribers, and I haven't partnered with anyone because I just don't feel as if you should be partnered right now. It's kind of I think if you're in triple digits, you shouldn't be partnered. I know there's a lot of people that do it, but guys, if you are watching this and you are considering being partnered, I would recommend holding off until you get at least 2,000, because you're not going to be getting anything great out of your offers. Yeah, there are going to be some guys who do get you that offer, but maybe a little bit better. The last thing, or maybe one of the last things I'm going to talk about is how do they pay you? Now, YouTube does this thing where they get all their advertisers to pay them in 4 quarters. So like, say, how many months are there? Crap. So every 3 months they're gonna get someone to pay them, advertisers to pay them, for them to advertise their product on your YouTube. Okay guys, sorry I got distracted there. My dad came in the room and I had to stop the audio commentary for a minute. So what I'm going to talk about is basically the 4-quarter system. Now what the advertisers do is they pay you, or they pay YouTube in 4 quarters, once a quarter. Usually the first 3 quarters are not going to give, the advertisers are not going to give YouTube as much money because, well, what do they have to advertise in the middle of July? I mean, I guess suntan equipment, but usually you get paid a lot more if you're on a fluctuating partnership program. You get paid a lot more the 4th quarter because advertisers are trying to advertise their Christmas programs and Christmas everything, or, you know, just get the kids to buy their stuff. Another thing, what I would recommend is that's a lot better about going with a smaller partnership program is, you've heard about all the cuts, the pay cuts. Machinima's making pay cuts, Yoush is making pay cuts. A lot of people are making pay cuts because, well, they have, like, I think it's over, I think five maybe, over 10,000 partners. So that flat rate that they offer won't be worth as much to all 10,000 as, say, if you were to partner with a smaller program that, you know, has like 300. So those guys, when they get those advertisements in, it's going to be worth a lot more, especially if you're leading the pack and actually advertising a lot better. You're going to be getting, I'm telling you guys, even if like Machinima might give you a little bit more support, but I think even going with a smaller one, they're going to advertise your channel a lot more because there's a lot less of you. I mean, if Machinima tries to, they can't advertise all 10,000 of their partners on like their 3 videos they make a day. That's really extremely hard, so they pick their best and greatest and latest. So going with a smaller partnership program, they're gonna say, you know, this guy helps out a lot and he will actually contribute, and they'll grow you as a channel, these partnership programs. And that's all I have to talk about today, guys. If you have any more questions, please leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Later.